Member for Kelowna Mission.
BC economists are ringing the alarm bells as people's paychecks are set to plummet this year and next and next and next. Financial hits rarely seen outside of a recession. Yet the NDP's answer to the middle-class squeeze is to give partisan NDP political staff a secret 17% raise. This is beyond out of touch when over half of British Columbians are just $200 away from not being able to pay their bills each month. When will the Finance Minister rein in the NDP's disastrous inflationary deficit causing the middle-class squeeze?
Minister of Finance.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And it seems that some people are out of touch across the way. They don't realize that there's global issues. I mean, there's high inflation rates. I mean, it is causing some issues across the country and Canada as well as internationally. But we are doing things for people because we know, we are hearing the issues. We are hearing them. And I think the one thing that we have done that I know has put more money back into people's pockets than anything is our childcare. You know, we have an average of $900 a month. That is the highest. That is the highest tax cut in the history of British Columbia. Over almost. Think about it, almost $900 a month, Mr. Speaker, going back into people's pockets. And what they're doing with that, they're not investing offshore or they are investing right back in their local communities. They are going to the local stores, they're going to they are buying things locally, they are investing in their families and their children, and that's because of the childcare program that we started in 2017 because we recognized how critically important it was. And I just have one more thing, Mr. Speaker, 75% of the people that returned to the workforce last year were women, and it's directly attributed to our childcare program.
Kelowna Mission supplemental.
Well, newsflash to the minister, most of the people who lost their jobs in the pandemic were women. So the fact that they're coming back to the workforce is simply because we're no longer in the pandemic. And also newsflash to the minister, with 29 additional taxes under this government, it's no wonder that things cost more. Whatever is taxed becomes more expensive. It's because of this NDP government that BC faces the highest inflation since the 80s, the largest deficit in BC history, and the painful reality of declining real incomes. The NDP has maxed out the provincial credit card and has nothing to show for it. In the last quarter, interest payments on the NDP ballooning debt spiked to nearly $100 million more than forecast. And all British Columbians, including our kids and grandkids, are left stuck with the bill. How much more do British Columbians' paychecks need to shrink before the Finance Minister finally ends the NDP's crippling middle-class squeeze?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I just need to put some numbers on the record. So an average family with 2 kids earning $100,000 in this province used to pay $7,473 in taxes under that former government. They now pay $4,948, a 34% decrease, a 34% decrease. Mr. Speaker, if you made $80,000 with 2 kids, you used to pay $5,637 in taxes. You now pay $2,458, a 56% net tax reduction. I mean, again, $30,000, they used to pay taxes. Now they pay $177 in taxes, or that's what they used to pay. Now they get $2,500 back, Mr. Speaker. You know, I could go on. What they used to